Okay, so we're gonna do a little clip from the grow yard. I'm in a big hurry, gotta grind a little bit of hay today. That's why. And I've got the net wrap on the bale. You can grind it. That one's got too much net wrap on it. But this winter, when we start feeding a lot of cattle, we're gonna cut all the net wrap off. But I'm grinding with the 7810. First time it's been ground. I'm gonna have to change the way it's sitting. Probably not right today, I won't, but that's the one problem with New Mexico is the wind's always blowing. So getting your tractor set where that dust isn't gonna blow onto the fins and make it hot, because they'll get hot real quick. So I should have set my tractor the other way, and I may do that here in a little bit after this bale. But I'm in the 5510, little guy, but it's still a good tractor, really good tractor. I've just been busy cutting hay, so today is my one day off, and I wanted to grind up a little bit of hay. That way I didn't have it, you know, I had it on hand during the week. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. My bale's not really moving. It's got a, there we go. The bale under it probably stopped, but it seems to be doing good. I may actually have that tractor sold, but it's probably not gonna leave the ranch. My dad's been baling for me, and he just loves that tractor. I mean, just absolutely loves it and the baler. And he's hit me up twice now, saying, you know, he wants to, he just buy it off me and run it, you know, partner on the custom hay deal. So I don't know, I may do that, but you know, pretty much all it'd be is he'd be responsible for, you know, making the payment on it, which really the payment on that thing is just ridiculously cheap when you figure that tractor, now that has a transmission in it and a round baler, the payment on it is $9,500 a year. That's it. Or right at, yeah, it's probably right at 10,000. It's close enough, you know. That's a pretty cheap payment on two pieces of equipment. It seems to be doing pretty good. I had planned on using it to grind all the hay this winter. If I get my feed wagon set where it's easy to take on and off, I will. If I do get my 4630 put back together though, which I'm planning on doing, then I'm gonna put it for sale, but it may not, I may not be too super serious about it and leave it on the hay grinder all winter, and that tractor I won't have to unhook it from a feed wagon. But yeah, that's just a thought I've had. I'll probably grind up 4 bales and that'll be it. Just because how windy it is, and I really don't need to grind up any more than that for, yeah. So that's what's going on there. That tractor is just in the wrong spot. You can tell it's in the wrong spot, but we'll get it. We'll grind these ones out and that'll be it. That's the one thing about that hay grinder is it has a side discharge, and I probably could change it around a little compared to the big hay buster grinders that have the conveyor out the rear end of them. They do that so you can back them into a commodity barn or hay barn, or position it where your engine is completely out of the dust. So anywho's, that's what's going on today. So I did get a question and I wanted to answer it. What are grow yards? A grow yard is where we take, when we wean cattle or buy wean calves or buy calves that are coming off of cows, and then we grow them to a weight where they're ready to go to a finishing yard. So what it is we take a smaller calf, you know, anywhere between 300 pounds to 500 or however, pretty much 300 till 900 pounds, you would say. And we grow it to that 900 pound size, or maybe a little bit less. And then that calf is sold to a finishing yard where the ration, I mean, they feed a different ration. It's pretty much a really high grain-based ration, where on a grow yard, it's a high roughage ration. That way they're not getting fat on you, like super fat. And then the finishing yard is where they finish growing the calf, and they get all the nice marbling and the steaks and everything, and that's what that is. So a grow yard's we're the in-between. That way, because you can't have calves on grass all the time, and so or out on weed all the time. So some calves just have to be put into a yard or to get in between those sizes, and that's what a grow yard is. Or you use a grow yard for heifer development, and there's a lot of different things you can do with grow yard, but that is what we do. We take a calf that is coming off of a cow, and we get it ready to go to a finishing yard. That's where the calf will go when it leaves here, is to a finishing operation. So thanks for watching. Always comment if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so I had to move the tractor. It actually was getting a little hot. I couldn't breathe. You gotta watch these things, and everyone I talk to who has ground hay, everyone runs into the same thing. You've got to get your tractor where it can breathe, because they just, man, it does not take any time at all. They'll get hot. It's super, super hot. So I'm losing some hay in the wind. I need to, since I got my silage done, I need to build my windbreak back up. But I backed up here and changed my deal. And I get my windbreak built up, it'll probably work pretty good. But yeah, so that's what's going on. And the radiator probably needs to be cleaned out in this tractor too. I have not actually washed the radiator out in this tractor, so who knows how much junk's really in it. I know that other tractor was really bad, but these hay grinders take a lot of horsepower. I mean, you can run them with a smaller horsepower tractor. You just gotta, it's just slow. But I like them. I like it a lot. It works good for my operation. It's just a complete game changer when you really start to figure out the difference in what you can do with your own hay. Like if you're growing hay or buying hay, you know, it makes a huge difference in a feeding operation. So now we won't grind up too much hay, because I don't like seeing it float away. That's all it's doing right now, is floating away. It was terrible before I built the commodity barn. I mean, it was just ridiculous. You get a lot of hay loss from wind. So, but this sure makes a difference. I got hay inside the tractor. Got all the ground hay in here, so now my dad's gonna be upset because I got his tractor dirty. Grab a quick video for you guys. You want to see what lots and lots and lots of money looks like. I'm getting ready to show you. Now, not all the equipment's here, but enough of it. go by it and I'll show you. They've moved some of it out. But we got a bunch of white bags here. That's all haylage. And there's 4 Big M triple mowers, 3 mergers, and they had 4 choppers here earlier. They had 4 Klaus choppers. So, yeah, it's a lot of money. They're putting a lot of money out there, but those guys were running MacDon swathers, so I don't know whether they traded all their swathers off, but there's 4 Big M mowers. I mean, that's ridiculous. And here's some that they've laid down, and looks like they didn't get it merged up, but they got 3 mergers, merging that stuff up, and yeah, that's just ridiculous. And 4 big Klaus choppers. And I know that company in particular has at least 9 Klaus choppers. You know, that's but they only had part of them over here. That's a lot of choppers. Or at least last time I heard they had 9. They may have more now, but well, you figured they had 9 choppers, and they had over 60 semis, and I know they hire a lot of semis out, and they had 5 or 6, maybe 7, maybe it was 7 big articulated packing tractors. So that's a lot of money out there, and it's just one guy who has it all, who owns it. But anyways,